Hello trainers, Ganeto here, and today we're diving once again into Great League, but this time with a Poltergeist team, triple Shadow as well, with a little bit of spice on the face of Shadow Magneton. That was a long sentence, and to be honest, that was looking pretty promising, so let's see what we got here, because Shadow Dusclops is gonna be able to do a lot of work with the new move Poltergeist. However, here I'm running Shadow Punch. This was the first battle and I totally forgot about Poltergeist. Then someone DM'd and it was like, okay, that is looking pretty good, so let's try it out. And we're gonna see in a while that Poltergeist in action, and yes, we're gonna use it. It is not a clickbait, you're gonna see Poltergeist in action in this video. So we're gonna farm down now with the Shadow Machamp, and those punches are really hurting. Rock Slide is gonna be resisted, so we can take it. At the back there is that Revenant, so Seed Bomb now is gonna be pretty scary. We do not like that. Let's use the shields for the Machamp. Gonna connect the big move, the Rock Slide, and this is gonna be pretty cool for us because Shadow Magneton is coming in. At the back there is a Noctowl, and because everyone is having a flyer nowadays on their team, well, Shadow Magneton is gonna see a lot of play right now, able to double resist those flying moves, and in return it can one-shot down those Pokemon. Look at the discharge doing massive work against the flyer. Down they go, and of course now Revenant cannot get to the move much faster than us, so we're just gonna destroy it down with our fast attacks. Into the next one now with a Melmetal up on the lead, looking pretty solid, and on the switch we got Meganium. Unfortunately this is not gonna be the Poltergeist play, but we're gonna have the Ice Punch against that Pokemon. What I like about Dusclops as a safe switch is that its only counters are gonna be the dark types. Other than that, I think you're gonna be in a very good spot with your Dusclops because it has a very nice moveset, especially now with the Poltergeist to nuke down those unsuspected opponents. So down goes this Meganium. We're expecting the next one to emerge, and it's gonna be of course the Melmetal. We cannot get there to that Poltergeist, so we're just gonna go for the cheap move. They're gonna farm us down, but now Machamp can go in. I decided to let that go through because I have a feeling this is gonna be a bait. They bait indeed, so now we're just gonna go in with that Shadow Magneton, able to deliver some hard hitting moves against Jellicent. They fired off, I believe, at the 4th Hex, and I was like, you know what, this cannot be a Shadow Ball, so let's bring it down. It is gonna be just the Bubble Beam, but at this point Hex is gonna do so much damage in combination with the Bubble Beam, so we just have to be extremely careful. Doesn't matter that we get debuffed because Magneton can still one-shot if they are not careful, so they have to throw Herb. Down we go, and all we need to do is to finish off this Jellicent with a Rock Slide. But will this be enough, trainers? They have so much energy. We're gonna connect it. Down they go to the next fast attack. Melmetal comes in, and Shadow Machamp is gonna grab this victory with its fists. So down goes that Melmetal, an amazing victory. Aero Bubble into the next one, and Lantern up on the lead. We have to be pretty good against that Pokemon, so we see the switch out to the safe switch, the Noctowl, and trainers, yeah, that Shadow Magneton already putting off some work. I managed to take the shield here, I believe, with that discharge, and because we can survive those wing attacks, we can take one more shield out of that Pokemon. Perhaps I could go ahead and shield my Magneton with that Shadow Ball, but it doesn't matter at all because I know that with Poltergeist that Dusclops is gonna have the upper hand even against that Lantern, so keeping those two shields can be pretty crucial for me. I used one shield for the Noctowl, and now I go in with my Machamp against that Lantern. At the back lies the Pelipper, trainers, and it is coming. Let's see how cool that Poltergeist will be, but first we have to block this move. It is gonna be the Hurricane, big block here, and we're gonna go with the Poltergeist. Look at the animation, pretty wonderful, and to one-shot down the whole Pelipper out of existence with a neutral move. That is looking pretty cool. That triple Shadow team was surprisingly pretty good on those first battles of Go Battle League, and I did not have a lot of trainers that were kinda new to the game. Most of those trainers are pretty good. You can see that they play with meta teams and do some really nice choices with not only the team building but also in-game choices with some nice switches. So Stunfisk here, and another Poltergeist. This time will it land? Yes it is. Here it is, trainers. They are gonna take more than 90% of damage with one simple move against a tanky Pokemon like this Stunfisk, so Poltergeist definitely a move that you should not underestimate at all. Ice Punch now on the Stunfisk, they are gonna block it, looking pretty wonderful, and now Machamp can go in to finish off the job. Trevenant returns into the battle, we have to go now for that Rock Slide, and yes trainers, if that connects, I think that Shadow Magneton is gonna have the upper hand towards the end of the battle. We're just gonna take this now. Shadow Machamp definitely did its job, and because I saw that Galarian Stunfisk, I was like, what is there at the back? Perhaps another Steel type, but instead there is a Talonflame. We are taking so much damage, we cannot handle it at all. This Surge is gonna take the shield, but hopefully that Incinerate will not register right on time, and we can farm it down right after that Revenant, because yes, Shadow Magneton has an amazing damage output, but in return you saw how easy it was for it to faint. Moving into the next one, and we're facing that Pidgeot on the switch, because they're not gonna go out yet. They first have to throw that energy. It is gonna be the Brave Bird. This is not looking that great, but Swampert comes in. We have to go now for that Ice Punch. Can we get a shield? Yes, we can, trainers. This is pretty big right now, because Machamp can go in and start doing some solid work against them. I'm not afraid on using a shield here, because I'm pretty comfortable at keeping at least one shield for my Shadow Magneton in order to sweep. I know they're gonna take the move because they have Pidgeot, and now I'm gonna go ahead and bring my Magneton into play. Whatever comes in has to throw that shield or just focus on my Pokemon here, but they cannot, because it is gonna be a Sudowoodo as their third Pokemon. Magnet Bomb connects, big damage, one shot down that Pokemon, and of course Pidgeot now stands no chance against my Anti-Flyer. Guzzlord into the next one, and we're facing a Toxicroak on the switch, looking pretty comfortable, but can we beat that Pokemon down? I will try, I believe, to go for the Poltergeist. Can we do it? Yes, it is. Here it is, trainers. We're just gonna go for the Poltergeist against the fighter. They are gonna take it, massive damage on the fighter once again. I am not baiting here, straight for the big move, and most trainers, I believe, they do not know the moveset of Dusclops right now. They are not aware of Poltergeist. We're gonna be able to do massive damage to that Guzzlord once again with the Ice Punch this time, and now we got our Machamp, which can go in and do severe work against that Guzzlord. As their third Pokemon, they're gonna bring that Azumarill on the Great League format, and of course Discharge here is gonna do a lot of work against this Pokemon. I'm pretty sure that by blocking at this point we can safely farm down, so we have a lot of energy to spare, and we resist those Dragon Tails. However, you can see that they still shred us apart, so we just need to go for double Magnet Bomb, take those shields out of the way, and then my Machamp can go in and completely farm down with ease. I don't care at all even if they go for double Dragon Claw here, because I'm pretty close to another move with my Magneton. Down goes the Machamp, and of course Magneton can come now into play, and the Magnet Bomb will finish off the work. What a crazy play that was, and Magneton will bring the Shadow to my enemy. This is the worst possible lead that you can have with this line, because not only my Machamp is struggling against Medicham, but also at the backline we got a Steel type Pokemon that can get farmed down by that Medicham. So how I like to play this is to go for that Rock Slide, maximize my energy as much as I can, then fall down to that Medicham, and of course come in with my Dusclops and completely farm down. I'm pretty sure that Dusclops will either destroy down the next Pokemon that comes in with Poltergeist, or just take the shields, which is always looking pretty good. They have a Nidoqueen, so no reason at all to go here for the Poltergeist, despite the fact that it would have been cool. So I'm just gonna go here for another Ice Punch, a little bit late. Let's see now if they take it. They do. All their hopes on the Lantern. We got the Poltergeist. Are they gonna expect it? And boom! Look at that! So much damage to another bulky monster, and we're just gonna take the victory because they cannot afford all that damage on that Lantern. Into the next one now with that Jumpluff up on the lead, and we have a lot of action here against this Whiskas. Once again, we will try to go here for the Poltergeist. Are they gonna block it? If they do, this is gonna be a big brain play. So they do. They block the Poltergeist Poltergeist, and that was a bummer. I was really eager to see if we could one-shot down that Whiskas. So another Poltergeist trainers. Will this be the end of that Whiskas? Yes, it is. Are you kidding me? Down they go to a double Poltergeist, and of course now we got the Ice Punch for the next Pokemon. Unfortunately, it is gonna be just the Umbreon, but they blocked anyways. So I'm just gonna go ahead with my Machamp here. We get Psychicked, and of course they got the Jump Love. So it is all up to my Magneton to finish off the entire job here. Acrobatics will connect, doesn't matter at all. We resist pretty much anything that they can throw, but the second move has to be blocked, even though it is a quadruple, not very effective, but still our Pokemon here doesn't have quite what it takes to take another move. So we have to go now for the Magnet Bomb. Down goes the Jump Bluff, and of course I got one more move for that Umbreon. What I want to do here is to preserve my shield for the Machamp. So here comes the Machamp, we got the Cross Chop, and I'm pretty sure we can close this match, especially now that we got the shield. And even though we have so little HP left, those Snarls will never be enough to finish us off, and we're gonna get this amazing victory. Into the next one now with a Stunfisk up on the lead, looking pretty solid. Let's see what they switch into. It is gonna be the Azumarill, and of course Magneton has to go in. That discharge damage is gonna be absurd at this point, so we're just gonna go for it. And because I'm getting a little bit greedy here, oh, no mistake, okay, it doesn't matter at all, just forget what I just said. I'm just gonna finish it off with this, and of course now Stunfisk comes in. We got to go for the Magnet Bomb. This is gonna connect, I believe. Not enough damage, but still a nice chunk out of the total HP that they have. And of course now I have to block, because this can always be something like an Earthquake. It is gonna be the Rock Slide though. At the back lies this Granbull, and we have to rely on our Dusclops to do all the work here. Not gonna go this time for the Poltergeist, I'm pretty sorry trainers, but we got another Ice Punch ready to go. This is gonna deal so much damage to them, so they have to double block and rely on that Granbull to finish us off. They go for the move here, which was kinda weird, but at this point we have to go for the Cross Chop, able to farm down right after. Will this move be enough trainers? Because we know it is gonna be the Rock Slide, but we resisted, and yeah, we are part Shadow, so we're gonna take this loss. Kinda underwhelming, but yeah, it doesn't matter at all. We still had the win con, and that was absolutely awesome. Into the final one trainers, and we're having on the switch here this Lantern. We're gonna stay in. I really like my odds here, because Magneton can deal so much damage to that Dugong up on the lead. This is looking pretty good at the moment. Cross Chop is gonna do a nice chunk to that Lantern, and of course we can farm down right after on the one shield scenario. We have some HP to spare, and of course some energy, so let's see what their final Pokemon will be. It is the Medicham, so I'm going for the bad move here. I don't know why I did that, but hopefully now we have a very good alignment with Dusclops over the Fighter and that Magneton over the Dugong. Can we land one more Poltergeist here? No, I'm just gonna switch out. So that's all trainers. Thank you for watching, thank you for staying till the end. Just be sure to leave a huge like before you go, subscribe to the channel if you already haven't, and just consider joining as a member, because with your help we can get ahead on those tough times of YouTube, and we can get this channel even bigger. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you all into the next one. Take care trainers.